afternoon, friends. We're here to bring you our story for today. It's called The Kindness Quilt. And let's find out what happens. One Friday at Sharing Circle, Mina helped Mrs. Bloom hold up a large green book. "I love stories," Mina said. "I do too," said Mrs. Bloom. I'm going to read an Aesop fable." Mrs. Bloom began reading. The Lion and the Mouse. Long ago, a tiny mouse was scampering through the jungle. By and by, he came upon a great lion snoozing in the tall grass. The mouse was feeling playful, so he plucked a blade of grass and tickled the lion's nose. "Roar!" roared the lion, grabbing the little mouse in his huge padded paw. "What is this? An afternoon snack?" "Please, please, please don't eat me," begged the mouse. "Someday I will do something nice to help you." "Ha, ha, ha," laughed the lion. "You help me?" But he let the mouse go and fell back to sleep. A few weeks later, the mouse was scurrying home when he heard a terrible roar. There was his friend trapped in a net. The little mouse gnawed on the ropes with his sharp teeth and set the mighty lion free. When the story ended, Mina sat down. Then Mrs. Bloom asked, "What's the moral of this fable?" I know, said Mina. "It's about kindness." The lion let the mouse go, and later the mouse helped the lion. I think they both felt happy about being kind. Tyrone says, "It shows you can be kind whether you're little or big." Lindsay said, "We should try to do something kind every day." Dave said, "I'm kind to noodles." "Yes," said Mrs. Bloom, "kindness is a good thing for all of us to practice. No matter how big or small we are, I know that you are all very kind. So let's celebrate kindness with a Do and Draw Share kindness project." That night, Mina told Mom, Dad, and Pip, "Mrs. Bloom wants us to do something kind and then make a picture about it and take the picture into school to share. It's a kind of kindness project." "That's a wonderful idea," said Mom. "But," said Mina, "I'm not sure what to do." "We can help you with ideas," said Dad. Early Saturday morning, before Mom and Dad got up, Mina read to Pip. "Reading me books is a good idea for your kindness project." "Mina," said Pip. Mina nodded, but she said, "I'm still thinking." Before lunch, Mina went up with Mom to community cleanup day. "Picking up litter in the park is being kind to our earth," said Mom. "That could be an idea for your kindness picture." Mina nodded, but she said, "I'm still thinking." Later in the afternoon, Mina and Dad cooked creamy carrot soup for supper. Mina took a big jar to their neighbors. Aw, that's being very kind. Sharing with others. After supper, Mina got a pencil and paper. "Kindness, kindness," she whispered to herself. "There are lots of kinds of kindness." Dad brought Mina a snack. "Yum," said Mina. "Sharing the soup with Mr. and Mrs. Checker could be an idea for your kindness picture," said Dad. Mina nodded, but she said, "I'm still thinking." "You can use my new markers," Mina said. Pip, "Thanks." Mina started writing and drawing. Later, Mom tiptoed in. She brought Mina scissors and more paper. Mina smiled. "Thanks, Mom." Then Mina started cutting. I wonder what she's going to make for her kindness project. On Saturday afternoon, Mina looked at what she had written and drawn out. Picking up trash. It says, "Trash here, not here." Sharing soup with your neighbors. Reading books with your little brother. My family helping me. And kindness is all these different things. Suddenly, Mina knew what she wanted to do. She found her glue stick and got to work. On Monday, Mina took her artwork to school. She listened as Carrie, Tyrone, Kyle, Lindsay shared pictures of their acts of kindness. Kindness is setting the table without being asked. Kindness is giving your dad his hammer. Hey, you do that sometimes with Daddy Hitter. Kindness is sharing your toys. Yep, you and Brandon have to do that all the time with your cars. And cheer for the other team when your team wins. Yay! What's Daddy Hitter? Yeah, or show your Batmobile. I know that's really hard sometimes.
Because he already broke it.
But then you were able to fix it. When it was Mina's turn, she held up her artwork. "Ooh," said the class. "It looks like a beautiful quilt," said Lindsay. "Wow," said Tyrone. "If you want to, you can make yours look like a quilt too," said Mina. "Great," said Mrs. Bloom. "Let's get out our art materials. Kyle, Carrie, Tyrone, Lindsay, since you shared your kindness art today, you can work on your quilt squares. Mina can help." That's being really kind and being a good friend. They cut out and glued. Then they taped their acts of kindness together. Wow. So cool. Mrs. Bloom hung the paper quilt on the small bulletin board. As the days passed, more acts of kindness happened. Maya sent a card. It says, kindness is sending a get well soon card. Esteban helped his neighbor. Kindness is weeding for Mrs. Garcia. Aw. Aman held the door open. Kindness is holding the door open for someone. Yeah, because they have their hands full and a baby. That's really kind. Dave took care of Noodles. Noodles is his pet fish. It says feeding Noodles and keeping his bowl clean. That is kind. And Kindness quilt grew until it overflowed the small bulletin board. Mrs. Bloom and the children had to move it to the big bulletin board. Wow, friends, look at that. An awesome big quilt of all the kindness pictures. As more days passed, more and more acts of kindness happened. Jadalyn was kind to Kiesha. Kiesha was kind to Zach. Zach was kind to AJ. AJ was kind to Mina. When the kindness quilt overflowed the big bulletin board, it says, if someone forgets their snack, share. Kindness is your turn. Holding the tower for your friend is kind. Showing your friend how to play squiggle is kind. Mr. Cooper helped them hang the quilt on the long wall in the hallway. Wow. What awesome ways to show so much kindness.
I think at the end it's going to fill up the entire show.
Soon other classes joined in too. Look at that. It says Mr. Grazanio's 4th grade. So more classes came in to help. And the kindness kept growing and growing and growing. So friends, that's your project for today and tomorrow. Work on making your own kindness square on paper. You can use markers, crayons, if you have other stuff to glue out, whatever you can to make something that you did kind or your family did to be kind to one another. And I can't wait to see all your pictures. Hold on to them so when we go back to school, hopefully, we can then make our own kindness quilt to hang up in our classroom. All right, friends, I miss you all. Can't wait to hopefully see you all soon. And Reba, have a great birthday. We miss you.